everyone, it's Frances Byrne here, and I have a card that I've created using products from Elizabeth Craft Designs. This is for our Elizabeth Craft Designs Design Team Designer Challenge, and our theme this month is to use the Scissor Spring mechanism die set to create our card. And I've made this card, which features the vintage balloon race die set and also the Soar die from Away with Words and the Soar Collection clear stamp set also from Away with Words. The scissor spring mechanism goes underneath the hot air balloons, and it allows to have some movement in the card. You can see how it's bouncy or springy, and is a lot of fun. And I thought today I would share with you how to put together the scissor spring mechanism. This is the die set. It comes through 3 different sizes of scissor spring mechanism dies. So you've got the small, your medium and your large, and you also have a little die which you can use to create a slit in your cardstock if you want to hide the tab at the bottom. Okay, so I've already cut out a few, so that's the large size. You can see how it cuts 2 at the same size. So here you can see the dies. So when you run it through your die cutting machine, it will die cut 2 rather than just the 1. So that's nice and quick to cut. And that's the small there. Okay. Also, if you look at the dies, you can see in the die, I don't know if you can see that very well, but you can see how there's got a number of score lines, and then on a few of 2 in this particular case, but it depends on the size of the die, we've got some slits in the die as well. So what we're going to do is fold along the score lines. Now it looks like it's got a score line where the slit is, but we aren't actually going to score in that section at all. We're only going to score and fold on the other score lines. So I'm going to do the purple one, okay, which is the medium size. Now then, what I like to do, first of all of these score lines are going to be mounting folds except for the 2 end tabs, which are going to be valleys. And the easiest way I've found to create these score lines is to put my nail into the score and fold it up. Put my nail into the score, fold it up, and then fold it the opposite way, because that one's going to be a mounting fold. Now this next one you can see has got a slit in it, so I'm going to pass that one. Then I'm going to the next one, fold it towards me first, and then fold it to the back. We've got another slit, so I'm going to pass that one. Then fold it towards me and then towards the back. We've got the slit again, put my nail into that score line and fold that, and the final one we do the same with that one. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly the same on this other piece. So I'll just quickly do this one so that you can see. Okay, so we've got those scored and folded. Okay, so we've got the slits lined up there. Okay, so I'm just going to place those in like that so that they interlock. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold those into a mounting fold. Interlock the next set of slits. And what I like to do is just squish it down so you can see how you've got a little diamond shape there. Okay, so then we're going to grab the next set of, interlock the next, where the next slit is, and just squish that down, we've now got 2 diamond shapes. Okay, so it's just a matter of folding those that way and this bottom set this way, and we've now got our scissor spring mechanism, which we can put under whatever it is that you want to have some bounce with. Okay, or spring. Depending on which size you use, you're going to have, you know, will be taller or smaller, but that's up to you what you want to do. And you can see how it's springing up. So also I've cut a piece of card here, and then I've used this little slit here. Wait a minute, can you see that? It's really tiny. I'll put it on there. Okay, and that's what I've used to cut that slit in the card. Now on my card I didn't use that, but it's there if you want, and it's just a matter of threading those through like that, if you and attaching that to the back of the card, and you can see how that's going to hide the tabs rather than having them like that where they can be seen. So it really depends on what you're going to do and whether or not you're worried about that tab being visible or not. Of course, you might want to put a little bit of tape on those. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Elizabeth Craft Designs tape. Now I'm not worried that there's too much on here, because it's just a matter of this can be attached to something eventually. So that is now attached there, and you can see how that just springs up and down. So the next step is to create die cut or stamp and cut and die cut whatever it is that you want to have spring. In my case I've used a hot air balloon. Okay, so it's just a matter of getting either some clear double-sided adhesive tape, or in this case I'm using Beacon's Kids Choice glue. Applying a little bit of that on these upper tabs, and then just pressing that onto my image, and just hold that down so it can dry a little bit till it's dry, and you can see how we've got our springy image. It's lots of fun. Now you can put this on your outside of the card, inside of the card, whatever you like. I hope that helps anyone who's thinking about purchasing this die set. Thank you for watching.